Good morning. We're at the train station for the first time since October 2020. Because it is freezing, and ignore the giant cold sore on my lip because life is prison and won't let me go a day without suffering. Today I am headed to New York to visit my friend Liz, who moved into a new apartment, and we're gonna go see a play. I don't know the full title. I think it's like the search for signs of intelligent life in the universe. It's a one-woman show starring Cecily Strong, who I adore. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay over for Sunday and a Monday, and we're gonna have a gay old time. And then 2 weeks later I go right back because we have a concert to go to. I haven't been to New York since October of last year. I haven't been on Amtrak since 2020, but I've been to New York since. And it was, it was fine. Like, I've worn the mask. I'm gonna double mask up just because I'm gonna be here for a while. Which reminds me, I have a box of masks in my car, which I do not want to leave unattended because I have a feeling someone will steal them. Oh my god. We're just gonna, it's only gonna get better because the sun is only gonna get higher. We're back from New York. Promptly forgot to film the rest of the weekend. Frankly, it was a bit of a whirlwind and it was freezing, and I was always like, any kind of moving around or travel or anything we were doing, my hands were always full because I had luggage and we were just dragging that shit through the subway. And yeah, Liz was working throughout this weekend. So we couldn't really do like a full like hangout all the time kind of thing. So we did the play on Sunday, and that we got to kind of spend the day together. And then I slept over at her place, and then she and I both got up at 6:30 the next morning because she was going to work. We had breakfast together, and then she left. And then I had a therapy appointment, which was remote, so I could do that from her apartment. So I did that, and then I packed up, and then she got off work at 1. We went to have like a semi-late lunch across the street, and then I immediately had to leave. Like, she had an event to work that night, and then I immediately just had to turn around and I was planning on actually getting on a much later train. And then when she got scheduled for this event, I was like, actually, if I just get now, I can get home before 9, which would be great. So we did that. I get in a taxi, immediately head back to Grand Central, and then get on the train. First train ride goes great. Metro North is fine. 2 hours, bing, bang, boom. I took a nap. I watched a movie. Good. My train station where I need to get the Amtrak, and I'm sitting there, and then there was a woman going around accosting people, so I called my mom just to kind of avoid being accosted. And then I called her and I was like, yeah, everything's good, everything's great. I'm looking at the sign with all the trains on it because I had 20 minutes before I needed to go up to a platform. And I'm just saying, I'm like, yeah, no, everything's good. Oh shit. And I watch the status of my train change to delayed. And there was a girl sitting on the bench next to me who I guess was on the same train and was looking at it and was like, no. And there was a guy across from me who turned around and looked and was like, no. So all of us were kind of me and these 3 strangers were bonded by this train getting delayed, and we're like, crap. Here comes the story. So I said, okay, I gotta go, it's delayed, we're not sure why. And then it doesn't even say how long. I was even checking the Amtrak app, and it kept saying it was on time. And so we're sitting there, and then an announcement comes over, and it was this train has been delayed, please await further announcements. And we're like, okay. And then they come over the loudspeaker again, and we hear 494, which is our train, and bus. And they're basically what they said was, there's a bus, or you can wait for the train, but we rigged up a bus that's going to take you to all the same stops. But the bus is leaving now, and so we kind of looked at each other, we're like, where are you going? I'm going to leave out town names just so I don't give away where I live. But basically we go out, there's these 2 shuttle buses. It's raining and sleeting, by the way. It's just like, it's dark and like you can't see anything. And we go out, there's these 2 shuttle buses and a guy is directing traffic. And he's like, all right, if you're going to this place, and this place, you get on here. If you're going anywhere north of here, you're going here. And so me and these 2 other people get on the first bus. And then I'm listening, I sit down, I put my bag, I've already lifted my stupid suitcase, and I've got 2 heavy bags on me as well. So I put it up and I sit down, and then I hear him talking to the bus driver, and they're talking about stopping just before my stop and then not going any further. And I was like, I need to go north of there. I thought this was the bus to town name. And then the guy calls out, is anybody on this bus going to town name? And I raise my hand like, yeah. And he's like, oh, you're on the wrong bus, you gotta go to the other one. And I'm like, oh. So I pull all my shit down, get on the other bus, which is already mostly full. So I put my stuff back up, sit next to this very nice girl, and we sit on this bus. And because it's raining and cold and stuff, and then you've got like 60 people crammed into this bus, because I'm sitting here like, I really hope this is like not gonna be sketchy. And I was like, the train station arranged it, so like I hope, whatever. So it's like raining and cold out, and it's hot in the bus, so all the windows fog up and it's dark, so I cannot see where we are going. And I pull out my phone, because I did this with the taxi driver on my way back to Grand Central, because I wasn't really sure what he was doing, and I was watching what he was doing on the map. So I was like, I'm gonna watch what this bus does. So I'm watching it, and I'm like, okay, we're getting closer and closer and closer to the city that I was assuming we were going to stop at, because this bus was going everywhere north of this city, which is what I needed. So I figured we'd stop at that city first and then just keep going up until they hit the end of the line. So I'm like watching it, and I'm like, okay, we're getting closer to. So I text my mom like, okay, we're gonna stop, and then I hope my town's next, because that would make sense geographically. And she's like, oh, okay, just let me know when you're leaving. And I was like, okay. I'm going there, and I see the city come into view. I see little things I recognize, like through what I can see out the window, and I'm like, okay. And then we blow right by it, and I'm like, and I'm looking at I'm reading the road signs, and I'm looking at the map, and now I'm seeing exits for my stop. And I'm like, I mean, I wouldn't mind if she stopped there first, but I know a bunch of people on this bus need to go to that city. And so we're watching, and like even people kind of, like the woman next to me looked at me and was just like, aren't we supposed to stop there? And I said, yeah, we blew right by it. And I said, I have to stop at this next place, but I know you guys need to all go there. What's going on? And then we get to, I'm watching it on the map, and I'm like, we're in the town that I need to be in. And I was like, I hope this is where she's going. And then we get to what I think is my train station, because that's where they were dropping us off, at the stations. I'm like, okay. And then I think she pulls behind like the major building, because it's in an old mill. And again, it's dark. I can't see anything out the windows. And then someone gets up and goes up and asks, like, weren't we supposed to stop wherever? And then he comes back after talking to her, and he's like, apparently we're going back. And I was like, I really hope she didn't just stop here to turn around, because I have to get off. And there was a guy also who needed to get off at the same place. And she stops, and he gets up thinking it's time to go, and then she starts moving again. And then it would, like, she would stop, and then she would start moving again, and then she would stop, and she would start moving again. None of us were sure what was going on. And, like, people were getting a little restless. Somebody, I think, got annoyed with the fact that there were people who needed to stop here in general, and I'm like, it's not my choice that she chose to do this first. And then she ended up, like, getting stuck behind the mill building and doing a K-turn for, like, 20 minutes, and we're all just sitting here like, just let us off. Just let us off. Like at least the people who needed to be here were like, just let us go. I will walk to wherever. And I saw on the map, because my parked car was marked too. I knew we were where I needed to be, because my car was like a minute away. So I was like, okay, like I know for sure, like this is where I need to be. I just need to get off this bus so I can actually see what's around me. And then finally, she stops and the doors open, and I'm like, good, like get me off this stupid bus. That was the dumbest thing I've ever done. So yeah, getting there was awful. No, getting there was fine. Getting back was awful. And so I am sore and I am exhausted. But that was my first trip. I'm gonna film more next time I go, because will have actual free time. Yeah, that was my whirlwind New York adventure for 2 days, but it worked out quite well. Listen, if the trains don't, I've decided now that if my train gets delayed again, I'm taking an Uber from that train station to where I need to go, because it'll be way faster. Because like, it'll be way faster. It'll just be way faster. I'll just buy that Uber. Like, I don't care. But it's gonna be way faster if I just do that. Hello. It is February 9th. Just got back from the gym a little while ago. I'm wiped and I have to leave for a haircut in like 15 minutes. We're busy month, February. So I was in New York, and then I came back and I went to the eye doctor yesterday, which was an awful driving experience. My parents were like, it's so easy. And then I got to like the road the eye doctor was on, and I was like, what's going on? Got a new prescription, and then I ordered new glasses, but they're not gonna come for like another 2 weeks, which sucks because I was hoping to have them for my headshots on Sunday that I'm taking with Ellie. I wish I could pronounce their name correctly. Ellie Desatiles? Ellie does. I went to college with Ellie. Ellie, you may know as playing the character of Michael on the show Rise on NBC. It ran for a season. They are a trans non-binary actor, and they took some really good photos for a friend of theirs, and I DM'd them and asked if they'd be willing to do mine. So they're gonna come do some interim headshots for me on Sunday that will be kind of placeholders until I can afford like really expensive ones. But right now they're offering to help me out, and I'm letting them. But I'm getting a haircut today. We're gonna change it up. I'm not telling you what I'm doing. I just needed a change. We've been doing this for a hot minute. It's time to change it up again. So I'm gonna do that, and then I get new pictures, which means they'll be up to date, which is why I was always like anxious to change my hair, because my pictures wouldn't be up to date. So at least it'll make me commit to a hairstyle for a bit. Posted my house video essay this morning, and I was a little bit, or not, well, I scheduled it yesterday and then it posted at 10 a.m. this morning, and I was nervous about it because it's something that like I put a lot of love into. So I was worried like people are gonna hate it, or like right now it's basically just doing as well as like any of my other videos do, which is like very slow going. So I'm like, at least it didn't like explode in a bad way or something. But yeah, I hope y'all are liking that. I've got another video essay in the noggin right now that I want to do. So I gotta start writing that and researching that. But yeah, I've got tons and tons of ideas right now, which is great. I'm sure I'll burn out eventually. Okay, pardon the hair. I got it cut yesterday, but now it's all greasy and stuff from the product. And I do need to buy like a comb and stuff for it, and then possibly do a trip, but I gotta see how it looks when I wash it. I'm like having a time. So I hope my hair like works itself out in the next few days, because I have photos to be taken on Sunday if all goes well and the weather cooperates. But I realized as I was fussing with my hair for like hours yesterday that I don't feel quite like myself. I feel like I'm in a weird in-between state. I must be going through like some kind of transition. Like, I don't know, something about this year is making me kind of go like, I need to transform. I'm not sure why. I'm just kind of like, I need to be different, because I just feel idle. Also, you can see all the gray in my hair, and I'm gonna talk about it because it's something that runs in my family. We just all start graying really young, and I've never dyed my hair. And it's a point of pride for me that I've never dyed my hair, because every time I go to the hairdresser, they're like, oh my God, it's never been touched. It's just like a weird point of pride for me. But now, because it's just getting to the point where you can't cover it up anymore, I have to do something. So I'm considering not dyeing it. I'm considering getting a Color Deposit deep conditioner like overtone or something and doing that, because with how dark the rest of my hair is, it'll just look like highlights. So that's the plan. I'm wearing the old fashioned nightgown because last night when I was feeling really insecure, I told my friend, I'm just gonna pretend they're like Keira Knightley's bangs in Pride and Prejudice, and then I watched the movie last night and put the nightgown on to try and feel fancier than I felt. But yeah, the plan right now is to just put on some like crappy clothes, go to CVS or Walgreens or something, get like one of those thin fine tooth combs so I can brush out my hair, possibly some like hair cutting shears just to like maintain them. But I already have like a tiny pair of scissors. I don't really need them, but and then if they do have color deposit conditioner at Walgreens, which I don't think they do, I may do that as well. And then I'm gonna wash my hair. But yeah, I just don't feel myself. I just don't feel like myself, and I just feel like I'm just in an uncomfortable transition period. So right now they look okay because of all the product and everything, they're like moldable right now, so I can kind of make them do what I want them to do. Yeah, this is what they look like with my hair down. I always think they look better with my hair back, but this is where we are right now, which isn't awful. It's not bad. Okay, we got the stuff. I'm feeling weird. I just feel weird. I don't know why. Just going through a thing right now, I think. Just like transition. Also, I'm hungry and I didn't bring any water with me either, so I'm just like just wanted to run this errand really quick. This is also like my impulse control being non-existent, which is me just needing to get this squared away before I can focus on anything. And I've begun to notice that like my space is a mess and like I can't focus on anything properly. And even when I have the time to like take care of my space or something, I don't want to because I'm too tired. I just need to figure out how to like quiet my brain down so I can actually just take care of what needs to be taken care of. There's a fence here that wasn't there before. I just need to feel like myself again, I think. And fixing my hair will probably be part of that because it's too long. But I don't want to do anything that like ruins it because I have photos. Now granted, like that's still up in the air because it's supposed to snow on Sunday, but it's not supposed to be bad. So, you know, we'll see. I don't feel like myself. I don't feel super confident. I don't feel like super good. Which is like, you know, sometimes like it's fine. Sometimes it's okay. But like when you don't feel good about yourself, you don't want to go out in the world. You just feel like embarrassed to be perceived, which I think is what's going on. I'm just like embarrassed to be perceived right now. I'm this month, because I had all these things, like I had to be going to the eye doctor for the first time in 4 years, so I was gonna get new glasses. Then I was gonna finally get my hair cut after like 9 months because I always forget to schedule a haircut. And then I was gonna get my new headshot, so I was gonna be like transformation, February transformation, because in January I didn't get to really do the New Year's thing. I was sick at the beginning of January, so I didn't celebrate New Year's the way I like to, which is like the day before I like to prep, like do a nice clean, like wash all my sheets kind of thing, like just get really set up for the new year and like think about things. January wasn't the month of like transformation. Also, there were certain things like I was going to do my bullet journal digitally this year, but I had to wait. We'd ordered an iPad, my first ever brand new iPad. I've always used ones from like 5-6 years ago. My first ever like iPad from this decade is what I'd say. So we had to wait like till the end of the month for that. So February has felt like January for me, because I've actually been able to like progress on things. I've been doing auditions, which is good. And I also just had like a massive travel period too. So obviously that screws with me sometimes when I travel. I don't know, it makes me introspective and weird. And like I still have to adjust back into my routine. Also Valentine's Day is coming up, which isn't like that big of a deal because I don't date. And actually I like Valentine's Day because I use it as an excuse to treat myself really well. Like I buy myself jewelry every year for Valentine's Day. I've been doing that since like 2017. So I have like, so I order it early and then I don't allow myself to open it till Valentine's Day, which is kind of nice. And I like to get flowers and yeah, like, cause I just like flowers in my space in general. I I don't mind Valentine's Day. I tend not to get super depressy on that day because I'm just like, it's like an excuse to love yourself. No one says it has to be about somebody else. I'm the best boyfriend I've ever had. Hi, we're super aesthetic in the car, but at least it blocks out my place of work. So, back at work for the first time in like 5 days. Good news is it's Friday and I did get paid. So I must have done some work that counted for last week. So I got paid. That's good. So I was able to put something into savings, and at least I know I've got a little buffer and I can put some stuff towards bills. I only have a 4 hour and 15-minute shift today, which means like 2 hours are gonna fly by, and then I'm gonna have a break, and then another less than 2 hours probably is gonna fly by, and then I go home. So I'm very much looking forward to the going home part. Going home in the daytime, and going home in the daytime and not at rush hour. That'd be nice. Going into work with my new haircut, my new jacket that I'm obsessed with. I had to get a new leather jacket because my old one's too small, and I love it. I love the little stripes, and it matches my shirt. So I'm very excited. So yeah, anyway, I wrote in my journal last night talking about how I just don't feel like myself, and how there's just like a bunch of little things that are getting to me right now, like just like little stupid things, like the fact that there's like no storage in my bathroom and I keep knocking things over, or the fact that there's 3 baskets of laundry on the floor right now and my hamper is full again, so I have to do another load of laundry, which means there's gonna be 4 baskets. Stupid things like my sunglasses being 4 years old. Now granted, this will be solved in about 2 weeks, but like they're just so loose. I've tightened them so many times it just doesn't stick. Like stupid stuff like that. It's just like all these little nitpicky things, like clutter everywhere, and I keep tripping on stuff, and I feel like I'm so in my head that I'm constantly just running into stuff while trying to keep my life afloat, and it's just like annoying, and like it just builds on my stress. And then when I do have a quiet moment that I could maybe tackle some of these things, I'm like too exhausted to focus on it, or just like too in my head or something. So like, cause I keep looking at that laundry and looking at that laundry and looking at that laundry and saying like, I gotta fold it. I just gotta sit and do something quiet and fold it, or watch a movie and fold the laundry and like whatever. But like for some reason, the idea of doing that is like so exhausting to me, even though I know once I do it, it'll be fine. But like, I have no socks right now. I'm like re-wearing socks. And like I can't find anything because everything is scattered throughout 3 different baskets. This is like what February's been for me, is all these little annoyances and things and logistical things. I have to do my taxes too, which will help because my refund I can put towards, like I can knock out some bills. Hopefully today will go by rather quickly. It is February 13th, day before Valentine's Day, and it's snowing. Well, not anymore, it stopped snowing, but it snowed. It snowed. So I was supposed to have headshots done today, but we postponed for 2 weeks because snow, obviously, and we wanted to shoot outside, so, which sucks because it was like 50 degrees yesterday. I was able to have my windows open all day, so when I came in, it smelled like outside, and I love that smell. But the upside to that is, so February has been as I've been saying, a transformation month for me. New haircut, new glasses, which are coming in 2 weeks, which, whoa, that would mean, oh, I have glasses in time, my new glasses in time for headshots, because I do want to get a few taken with my glasses on. New glasses. And, you know, like, I was going to get new headshots, which meant, like, my auditions will be up to date and everything, which will be nice. However, the other thing is, and I've talked about this, the gray hairs in my hair. I've never dyed my hair. I'd like to not dye my hair as long as I can, because it does some wear and tear on your hair. However, because of how much gray is forming, and granted you can't see it much on camera, it just looks kind of like either shine or highlights. I'm gonna try color depositing conditioner, and since we're pushing out my headshots for 2 weeks, I have time to test that out and reverse it before the photos get taken. And my bangs can kind of grow in and stuff as well, because I have trimmed them. I blow dried them flat, so they're a bit long right now. But I didn't want to keep messing with them. I just wanted to let them kind of do their thing for right now. But like, not bad. Not bad. They're flat. Usually I give them a little bit of volume, but it's It's day off today, so I'm just letting them do what they do. Yeah, like just letting everything settle in. So I'm kind of glad that we pushed that out. So I ordered a sample of Overtone. So hopefully you'll be able to see me try that. And I'm going to try that out. And if I like it, I'll get like a full size. It is February 15th, day after Valentine's Day. It's actually an okay day. I got let off work early. Gave myself some jewelry that I love. Very excited about. Had a nice long bath. My bangs actually stayed like decent overnight, which I'm gonna ruin with the gym, and then I have to shower again and get them this way again. But good day yesterday. I got some books, got some clothes, including some new lounge pants because I'm a sucker with anything with stars on it. It's sunny, but it's also really cold. Doing okay. Did some like bullet journaling last night before I went to bed. Got really drowsy, like all of a sudden. Just like all that, like I've been just going to bed really tired lately, but at least I've been waking up on time because I fall asleep at the right time. I have to go to the gym. I gotta eat breakfast first, and then I gotta go to the gym, and that's all I really have to do today. Not a bad week so far. I'm only working twice this week. I worked yesterday and I left early, and then tomorrow I work for my normal 6 hours, and at least I leave in the daylight because I leave at 4. And then I have 3 days off, including the weekend. Actually, 4 days off. Thursday through Sunday. And then Monday, Tuesday off. And then 1 day. And then I have to go back to New York. So, yay. Okay, kids, we went to the gym and then the day went off the rails. Blow dried my bangs. Had to trim them again because I realized why one side was lighter than the other is because I realized that like one side hadn't been trimmed properly, so I was always like, why is one side lighter than the other? Now it's pretty even. Can't guarantee it's the last time I'm gonna have to cut them though. And they're like really voluminous right now, which is not the vibe, but like at least it's off my face. Like at least they're not in my eyes, except for this one piece here that keeps stabbing me. But yeah, went to the gym. Day went off the rails after that because it's that time of the month, and I took some Midol for the first time ever, and I think it made me worse. I'm just like nauseous now, nauseous and exhausted because apparently it makes you drowsy. That was something I didn't know. Makes you drowsy. So I kind of took a nap, not really, you know, like it just is what it is. It is what it is. Went to the gym. That's what we're proud about today. Again, I got nothing to do. I wanted to do my taxes. I probably could still do my taxes so I can have a nice little refund so I can pay off my bills because work sure as hell ain't paying me. Yeah. Good morning, almost afternoon. It is February 18th. It is a Friday. I do not work because I haven't been. Just haven't been. I don't work again until the 23rd because that's how my life's going. I'm drinking iced coffee out of the girl bossiest glass that I got in a book subscription box a few years ago that I will sometimes drink alcohol out of and sometimes not. Usually it's iced coffee, or like if I wake up severely dehydrated, it's water because it's symbolism. It's liquid courage. It's like getting my ass out of it. I woke up at like 10:45 today because if you probably can hear outside, oh, it's slowed down a little bit now. You'll hear it at some point. It is very, very windy out. There was like a storm last night. Pretty much all the snow is gone. It was like 50 degrees, almost 60 degrees yesterday. Yeah, wild. It was very warm yesterday. Like when I went to the gym, all I needed to wear was like a sweatshirt and that was it. And then I was hoping it was supposed to be like that today, but then I stuck my head out and it was cold. So I'm not pleased because I made iced coffee because I thought it would be warm. If I knew it was going to be cold again, I would have just made regular coffee. Okay, it is February 19th and we just got our little trial size of Overtone in the mail. It has been instructed to me to do a trial strand. However, I'm worried about dyeing stuff like this it's not really supposed to have a large effect on the rest of my hair. So in terms of a trial strand, I'm not really sure what I want to do. I want to choose a section that has gray in it. See, a lot of my stuff, it's up here by my roots. Don't know what maybe I should just do like here, because there is some gray in there. Okay, I've decided I'm gonna do these baby hairs here because it'll be covered if it goes wrong, but there's like little gray bits. Okay, we have gloves, thank God. I know it's not like regular hair dye, but this is my first time doing this. It smells kind of good, actually. Okay. Make sure I don't have to do anything. Using gloves, apply evenly to wet or dry hair. Wait 10 to 15 minutes or longer. Okay, that's like a decent amount, right, for this section? We are gonna just smooth it on there. All the way to the root. See, not much of a difference, like color-wise. So now, we have to set an alarm for 15 minutes. So, I mean, it looks like it's not gonna do much to the actual color of my hair, but it will cover up those grays, I think. So I'm reading through the blog and everything on the Overtone website. So apparently, like, it's a deep conditioner. That's all it is. It just deposits color. So basically, if this works out, I'm going to wash my hair like normal, put this in my wet hair, and then wait like 15 minutes and rinse it out like a conditioner. This would replace my conditioner. Probably isn't super great, but I just like stuck the mirror in here. So when I do it later, I can actually see in the shower if I can get full coverage. Okay. I'd say test strands is a success. Oh man, I didn't get up high enough. This test strand is a success. I think this will be fine. Like, my hair color is not gonna change. It will just cover all the stuff. So I think we're good. See you on the other side. Okay. So it's lighter, but in real life, like, here, I'll just pluck this one out. Hold on. In the light, it looks like gray. And then when I bring it into the inside light, it looks brown. So basically what it did is it dyed all the gray a light brown. Which is fine. It's fine. And also it got rid of a lot of like the outstanding gray underneath. And my roots, it's hard to see through my bangs. My roots look much better. Much better. Look at the lighting. Look at this. I love the lighting here in the afternoon. So I like to take baths here in the afternoon. I gotta rinse the tub because there is soap everywhere. I worry we're getting sick of this angle. It is February 20th. It is Sunday. I have 4 days before I gotta head back to New York to see Liz and go see Dodie. We were supposed to have reservations at the American Girl Doll Cafe, but they didn't take our reservation because we're two people. Like they were only taking like full reservations or something. I don't know. There ended up being an issue. I don't think there was enough of us to justify it or something. So they didn't take our reservation. So we're gonna figure out like what else to do. Getting down there at the beginning of the month was rough. Like, it's a lot. Like, it's tiring. Luckily, I know the drill at this point. Like, I know what I'm going into. So I can now plan accordingly. Because, like, my packing situation was not ideal last time. Because what I'd ended up doing was packing my suitcase and then using my tiny little black work bag as, like, a carry-on kind of situation. But I had my laptop in there. I had my iPad in there. Then I packed my normal blue... I packed my normal blue messenger bag in my suitcase so I could have that for walking around the city and things like that. But yeah, and then on the way home, I had to, because it was warmer, I had brought my leather jacket with me instead of my big winter coat. So my big winter coat went into my suitcase, which didn't leave enough room to put my messenger bag away. So I was wearing my messenger bag, I had my little backpack, and I had a suitcase on. I was carrying a suitcase. So that ended up being a lot on the way home, especially since my getting home was such a nightmare. So now I'm like mentally planning. Also, like, just like I know what my sleeping situation is going to be now, so I can plan accordingly as well. So what I have to do is I have to find, because like I'm so sensitive to noise, like I hear everything. So I have to find, I got these when I was in college. They're called sleep phones. They look like a headband like this, and then there's speakers inside, like flat speakers, and you like put it on your head, obviously not with the hair under like that, but like it would go against your ears, and then it plays music like loud enough, but it like there's gonna be nothing in your ears, so I can at least like try and block out some of the like street noise and things, because I ended up transferring to the living room in the middle of the night because of like noise and various things, so I did better out there. But I was sleeping with my Bluetooth headphones in, which is not very comfortable. I was listening to like, I think Sherlock Holmes, like old time radio podcasts, like old radio broadcasts from like the 30s and 40s of Sherlock Holmes. I think I just fell asleep listening to like an entire playlist of that. I know what my situation is now. So when I go down, I'm gonna bring my suitcase, and then I have my big backpack that I bring on like plane trips and stuff. That's gonna be my bag. I will have my messenger with me. I may need one small little bag. I have to look at the venue we're going to's bag policy, because I know sometimes you can only bring like a clear bag or something like that, because I've seen dodie in some smaller venues and like bags really weren't that big of an issue. Like I've had a backpack on, but I just need to find like a small bag that I can have. That's kind of what I'm thinking about right now. I have let me show you, 2 things of laundry. That's a winter coat from shoveling. I have to make my bed, like declutter a bit. This isn't as bad as it could be, I have to say. It could be way worse. And also, I'm gonna take a bath today so I can redo my dye job here, because look at all that gray. It ended up all underneath, I think, is what happened. So I need to like sit in the tub and like methodically put like the dye in. So I'm gonna do it again today. Might do a face mask too. Sunday, we're doing a little Sunday reset. That's what's happening. Look how aesthetic my room looks. Look at this. Look at this. See the trees, and the bookshelf, and the sun, and my little record shelf here. Very aesthetic. I should shoot this way. If I could. I should shoot this way, because it's kind of nice. Here we are again. I have no makeup on. But actually my skin is quite good today. But yeah, I just decided I'm gonna be putting on so much makeup tonight for the concert anyway. I just didn't want to deal. And if I want to rub my eyes, I can rub my eyes. Had trouble getting to sleep last night, probably because I was just a little stressed about the travel, only because it's supposed to snow on the day I come back, but it's gonna snow during the day, and I wouldn't get back until like evening, late afternoon, and it's supposed to stop by then. So I'm hoping it doesn't create an issue, but considering Amtrak's track record last time, there's a chance I might get stranded at some point. So my dad is aware. He will come fetch me if I get stuck. It's like an hour drive for him. So, I mean, I'll just have to camp out in the train station, where a lot of, to be honest, like it's not in a gray area, the train station. Not this one, the one I have to go to. So I'll just have to survive an hour there. I've done it before, because I've gotten delayed before and missed my final train, so I couldn't get home one time. So I've done it before. I still feel weird. I've been editing this monthly vlog, and there's definitely a common theme, if you haven't noticed. I just don't feel myself. I feel like I parched crooked as well. Yeah, there's just like some grown-up realization stuff happening. Definitely not themes we haven't dealt with before. relationship hierarchy and all that fun stuff. I think something's finally sinking in that's been told to me for several years, which is when you grow up, your friendships, you will never have that high school definition of friendship ever again. And I think that's starting to sink in for me now, whereas before I fought it so intensely. And I was like, no, that can't be right. It doesn't have to be that way. That's ridiculous. But everybody around me is just like, it's never like that ever again. You will not have that level of intimacy with somebody pretty much ever again unless you're like in a relationship, basically. And I'm talking like constant texting, see them every day, hang out all the time. It just doesn't really exist. If you're in college or like high school right now, I'm very sorry. Like, it does change when you get older. And it's funny watching all these people. Well, it was funny the year everyone graduated from college, because I didn't graduate from college, so that was hard for different reasons. But then also everybody was like, I didn't realize how lonely it is after college. And I was like, oh yeah, I learned that like 2 years early, because I left school and started working pretty much full time. And no one's around ever. Everybody's busy. Everybody always has something going on. Everybody, or someone who is in closer proximity. So if they are hanging out with people, they're hanging out with people close to them. Like physically close, like geographically close. There's always a work thing. People are going to grad school, which just takes up all your time from what I understand. You won't have that ever again. Vlog's over, bye. Yeah, no, I'm just having that realization, and kind of like, I think I'm having maybe a grieving period. I worry it concerned me so much, because we're gonna get introspective here, because I'm not okay with myself, like just being with myself. And granted, I've been with myself a lot. I'm always with myself. I am by myself a lot of the time, and for some reason, even though I'm hugely introverted, it doesn't feel like enough. But yeah, I think I need to learn to be okay with myself. And here's the thing, I'm not a super mega busy person. This is actually pretty unusual for me, because I do find if I get too busy, it does become a bit too much, and I know what my brain does, and I know what I'm capable of. However, everybody else in my life is so busy that thinking about friendships or relationships or anything like that really don't cross their mind, because there's so much going on. And I do find when I'm really busy and I have stuff going on that I'm interested in, it doesn't bother me as much. However, my life is fairly quiet, and I tend to like it. However, I am in a period of time right now, just because work is like so slow and everything, where I wake up and I have no clue what to do with my day. No clue. There's nothing super pressing. Sometimes there's an audition, but it's all relegated by me. There's no boss telling me to do it. There's no one telling me to be here at this time. There's like a deadline, but I can miss the deadline and not do it without any repercussions, other than just you never get the job. But yeah, I think I'm struggling with like a little bit of a like wandering feeling, like a fuck, I can't think of the word. Directionless feeling. It is 9:15. The train should come in like 4 minutes. So I should probably get all packed up here and ready to go. Didn't mean to go backwards, but we're going backwards. It's gonna really hit hard. I feel like you're gonna be like crying, like.
Now what, my darling? 2 years have passed. Got 27, still crying in cars. Stop planning our lives on things that haven't been said. We're not dead. Waiting for the countdown. Happy birthday, dry heave. I'm not okay. Brain rot in a pretty dress. I'm a hot mess. Wake up, do the same thing. Break up, then we're dancing. Why am I so alright to do it again and again? I can't fight it. You try driving. Exit to the end inside you. Make it ugly. Put on a show. Hack it that I hate you so that I can let go. One more reunion and goodbye again. Oh God, I'd be lying if I didn't want 10. Stop drafting replies to things that haven't been said. He's not dead. Still waiting for the countdown. Happy New Year. Don't know. I'm still.
Hello. It is February 26th. I think February 26th. Got back. Okay, so first of all, went to the Dodie concert. All was well. Second I get back to Liz's apartment, I start throwing up. Here's the thing. Wasn't even drinking. Kind of mad about it. Next morning, well, first of all, it was very hard getting to sleep because I was constantly worried I was going to throw up. Next morning, I ate some, dry toast with butter and got my shit together, and we got back. Very little incident. Still had to get snow off my car. Ended up getting snow in my car because I left the door open when I was pushing snow off the roof. It was not fun. And then I came home and I slept and I let myself sleep in as late as I wanted, so I got up around almost 11. Also, I showered last night and my hair dried weird. So my bangs are just stuck over here now. And I lost my comb. I had my thin comb that I bought at the beginning of the month, and I lost it because I thought I packed it. And then I got to Liz's and I went looking for it and couldn't find it. And then thought, okay, well maybe I didn't pack it. Maybe I left it here. And I came home and it was nowhere to be found. So I don't know what happened to it. But yeah, we're just hanging out. Today's recovery day. Just hanging out, relaxing. New York was fun. It was a lot. I go back in 2 months for Lord. So I just gotta gear up for that. I think the getting sick thing was just my body going, I'm done. I think that's really what it was. That tends to happen to me sometimes. I will just get violently sick for no reason, usually due to stress and anxiety and, just a long day. It happens to me. We kept joking that I was a Victorian child and just everything is, too much for me, so I just fall ill and it becomes too much. Yeah. But Dodie was so fun. That show was incredible. Everybody I know and their mom was there. This TikToker I watched was there. A YouTuber I follow was there. A YouTuber I used to follow was there. Everybody was there. It was amazing. I'll get changed. Might do some laundry because I have a lot of laundry after that. And just kind of put my life back together after, a good month of, kind of straying from routine a bit. Because it was, New York, 2 weeks, New York. No work. It's a lot. So now we're just getting back into routine, just readjusting, trying to stay healthy. Hi, crazy girl. Hi, crazy girl. The snow is basically solid ice. Yeah. I tried to shovel the walk because I ordered DoorDash and then realized he wouldn't be able to get to the door. And I couldn't get through halfway. So I messaged him and told him to put it in the mailbox. But I'm still gonna be out here because I don't know if he got the message. Okay. He got here, he didn't die. I'm so happy. As long as he doesn't fall down the steps on the way to his car. Please tell me he got out okay. I think he's parked at the bottom of my driveway. He was older. I felt bad. Oh God. He said it was okay though. I'm really sorry. I didn't realize the walk wasn't shoveled. See, because yesterday would have been the day to do it, and now it's all frozen. So I'm also sweating. Please tell me he's going. Oh, good. Okay, he's okay. Okay. But I shoveled the steps for the dog, which is what's really important, right? Right? Yeah. So, yeah, there's no way I'm going to be able to shovel that deck or anything because it's just, I'm hoping the sun will melt some of it, but Christ. Good morning. It is finally that day that I've been talking about all month. Finally, we are getting photos taken today. What's good is my parents are out of the house. They're on a trip. So if we need to shoot inside, we can. And why that's good is right now it feels like 11 degrees outside. I have to get gas at some point if we go out. If we decide to go out. But yeah, it's cold right now. It's very cold right now. My skin looks great. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, but it doesn't really show. So that's good. Okay, we're looking at like 10:45, 11-ish for arrival. We've fluffed the bangs up just a tad because one side was like lower than the other. So that's fun. Yeah, minimal makeup. I might do a little bit more blush just to make me look a little less dead. We're gonna shoot inside because it's fucking cold. So we talked about it. We're like, we're gonna shoot inside. I said if we do feel brave, we can go in the backyard, but it's cold. It's cold out here. And the place I wanted to go is up on a hill. So that would be worse. Yeah. So this is not the fit, by the way. This is just neutral to start. I will change into whatever they tell me to change into when I show them my options. I may need a little bit of something on my lips. We'll see. It's helpful when you shoot at home because you have all of your tools at your disposal. It's always nice. I do like that my eyes are really popping right now. That's good. Things are going exceptionally well. We're outside right now, but things are good. Dog is helping. Got a nice little setup in here. I think it's going quite well. It's a lot of the pictures look like Stranger Things, which is kind of cool. Which is the kind of role I'd want. Yeah. Just say hello to the February vlog.
Hi, we just finished.
It was very good. It was very fun.
It was good. The wind was really serving for you, and we turned it out.
We really did.
Yeah, indoor and outdoor.
Yeah, and the dog was obviously so helpful.
Obviously.
So incredibly helpful.
Yeah, you were so good.
So good. Good girl. Pretty girl. It is later in the night. The Euphoria finale just aired. I'm a wreck. That damn show. Why'd they do that? I'm so mad. I'm not gonna say anything in case you're watching this and haven't seen it yet, but ooh, why? We're in the downstairs bathroom. This is a shirt I ordered for the Lorde concert in April. We've decided that a bra situation must be figured out because I don't know if I'll be able to make it a whole night in this without some kind of disaster. And then this is a jacket I ordered, which I'm very happy with. It is a dupe version of one I ordered from Free People a couple of years ago, right before quarantine, and I had to return it because it was too big and it was hella expensive. And then this one was like $46. So, and I'm very happy with it. It's nice and heavy. It feels like sturdy, like heavy duty. And then I can't hold it. Hold on. You're on the dryer. I got this dress, which was supposed to be on the website. It looked like a much lighter green. But I am kind of into this like muted gray green kind of color. I put it on. I'll post some photos here. It's giving Les Mis. It's giving Pride and Prejudice. It's very nice. This was supposed to be an option for the Lorde concert, but it's just not the vibe. It's a different vibe, but we like the vibe, is what I'm saying. So I feel like the concert will be this different color jeans. I just pulled these out of the laundry so I could see how it looked. Although it looks good with the black. I ended up having to get a bunch of new clothes this month because now that I go to the gym and I have like muscles and stuff, I have to get larger shirts and larger pants as well because I have an ass now. So
We'll go viral.
You're rich.
god.
3 a.m. The experiment is out of control.
Seriously, if I was her, I would just be like, you know, we can work something out.
Heavy toll.
What?
We can work something out. Like, I'll help you with this. We just,
Others who cannot.
we can work something.
Transformations are starting to occur.
R.I.P. Emma, but I'm different. I think him turning into a scary monster at night is really sexy. It is February 28th. It is 8:27 p.m. and yes, I'm in the green dress again. Kind of matches my walls. I just wanted to put it on again because we watched Jekyll and Hyde this evening and I just love period clothing and this felt very period. It really sets off my eyes, I gotta say. Figured I'd wrap up the video while I was still wearing it. This is like the whole thing. It's giving Pride and Prejudice. We're living our best life right now. I feel very good in it. I cannot wait to wear this. I cannot wait to have an excuse to wear this. So where are we? Well, we started the beginning of the month not feeling like ourselves, and now I'm in a very pretty dress, and I'm loving life right now. I'm home, which is where I like to be. That's good, and I can start recovering. I do have to go back to New York in April. So we're kind of working out. I think the big things we're working out are being okay with being by myself, trying to explore social things and stuff outside my comfort zone while not causing my body to break down, because that has definitely been a theme of this month where like I just get sick because my body can't handle things. Because I am clearly a Victorian woman and the littlest thing will send me to my bed. Just finding a good balance for myself. Finding a good balance that's not based off anybody else's expectations. I think that's actually the overarching theme, is figuring out how to live my life while not comparing to other people's lives. Because my life is not their life, and just because other people my age are going out and partying and having wild adventures and getting to do all this stuff doesn't make me less interesting because I don't do those things, or I don't have the stamina for those things. I just don't. I've come to realize this. I just don't have the stamina. I'm not built for it. And occasionally I can have like a wild night, but I cannot do it on a regular basis. Another big thing we talked about in therapy, communicating my needs and not feeling bad about it. We're working on it. And I think I just gotta start filling my time. Going outside can be one of those things, I think. Got my photos taken, so hopefully by like next week or so, I'll be able to see those. My bangs finally worked themselves out. The grand finale, the bangs finally worked themselves out. This looks great. This looks great with this outfit. That was February. Felt like the shortest and longest month ever. I will see you next month for March. I'm hoping to have a new like regular video out, but I'm planning on trying to do these these monthly vlogs for as long as I can, for the rest of the year, I'd hope. Just to keep me here, like, so I will be posting at least once a month. So I hope to see you next month in March. Hope you enjoyed February. Lots of adventures. March should not be as crazy. We do have one thing planned, which is a Taylor Swift sing-along club night thing, which is something I've been wanting to do forever. And I'm going with a friend who I haven't seen in ages, and my sibling is coming along, and yeah, I'm super excited for that. Like, that's, ooh, we are gonna go hard. It's gonna be great. Trying new things, trying to find balance, trying to communicate my needs, trying to figure out where my threshold is for stuff, so I don't constantly make myself sick. Hope to see you in March. This is a very haphazard outro, but I will see you in March.